What up, y'all? Welcome to Craig Baltimore Reactions. This week, I'm looking at Nemesis. They say that they say that every planetary things that has the sun has at least two suns. That's an old fact. And they are saying that we too we have two suns. I wanted to see way out there somewhere, and there's one that's closer. That's a brown dwarf star that you can't see because brown dwarf stars are dark stars made out of iron oxide. Remember that? Iron oxide. Iron oxide is red, like planet Mars got destroyed. They say this thing comes through here every 3,000 years, knocking over planets. Look up these planets now. A lot of these planets are tilted. One of them is spinning the wrong way. It's a lot of things. Look it up. So they're saying that we have two suns, and it's in the Bible. It's called wormwood. It said there appeared a star that would make the waters bitter and turn orange. It's in the Bible, in Revelations. Look it up. I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, it's just, I know I've done my research, so you do yours, okay? So, yes, thank you. And before we look at this, hit that like button. And if you feel like it, to join my station, because I do, and the notification button, because I do have some good information for you. Alright, let's go take a look and see what's going on here.
Week of November 2016. Nemesis, the brown dwarf star or dark star of the Nibiru Planet X system, was recently photographed with wings. This would imply that the system is most likely inside the orbit of Jupiter, because comets do not develop tails or wings until they reach this orbit. Recent analysis and observations indicate that the dark star is just beyond the orbit of Mars. So the Nemesis Nibiru system would then have to be at the edge of our inner solar system. Many of you have suspected for some time that the world's elite are monitoring its incoming invasion into our solar system. They are preparing underground shelters and are ready to move when the time seems imminent. They know from their own observations that the Nemesis Nibiru passage is approaching. Changes to the Earth and Sun, as well as across our solar system, are becoming more frequent and intense, as I had indicated in my previous videos from 2016. There are two very significant changes, which I have emphasized are now taking place. They include the fluctuating magnetic field, which now indicates a major weakening of the geomagnetic field, according to orbiting satellite data, and the other being increased energy output, translating into greater heat, causing rising temperatures. Some of the warning signs are now ongoing, including strange red skies at both sunset and sunrise, strange daytime halos around the sun, and strange red glows emanating from the aurora borealis. These atmospheric anomalies are being caused by the incoming Nemesis Nibiru system. Of greater importance is the concerns of major West Coast earthquakes happening along the predominant fault lines, which recently spewed large amounts of carbon monoxide. NASA satellites in space began detecting staggering large emissions of carbon monoxide gas along the West Coast. As evidenced by this image, the emissions were far too big, too highly concentrated, and covered too vast an area to be man-made. On the satellite image, the areas in black, purple, and brownish orange show the magnitude of the emission. It was utterly massive. In addition, the ground in the Los Angeles, California area has been shifting sideways, as pictured in this image provided in this March 5th warning.
Houses falling in the hole.
Another sign that something catastrophic will occur within a particular time frame is the fact that a number of underground sanctuaries, estimated to be around 1,500 worldwide, are mostly ready and stocked for what is to come. Russia has just completed 5,000 underground shelters around Moscow, which confirms that they are already prepared for an event of considerable magnitude. The United States of America has at least 150 or more stocked and ready. In addition, there are more than 1,400 seed vaults worldwide. But the biggest world doomsday seed vault is the Elite's Global Seed Vault, located in Norway. Also across America, cities of refuge are being created. The following images are provided by our Facebook followers as well as channel subscribers.
Some pictures.
They are submitted by both skywatchers and amateur astronomers who wish to share their concerns about Planet X.
Maybe one day I'll show
As I have always said, you can determine the validity of these photo and video renderings on an individual basis. But please try to respect the sincerity of all those who want to share what they genuinely believe they have seen and witnessed. Here now, as I conclude this video presentation, are this week's incredible images and video captures of the Nibiru Nemesis system.
There we go. Chemtrail. I know you know about chemtrail. Look at that. Look at the different signs. And see, that gas that's coming with it is iron oxide. Look it up. Same thing that knocked over Mars. And iron oxide causes all types of stuff like COVID, respiration problems. Look at that. Brown dwarf star. Look at that. Brown dwarf star. They are iron oxide. And when they get close to your planet, everything will start looking orange. Pay attention. Look at it, look like a comet. Look at it. I got some pictures of some stuff like this. See, I fly drones, so I'm always looking up and I be cutting grass. Used to cut grass a lot. So I looked up a lot. And a lot of people now looking up at the skies. Look at it. Strangeness. It says in the Bible that the water will turn orange. This is why this stuff is in our atmosphere. And these people know the difference between a lens flare. That's not a lens flare, folks. And this, you really gotta be paying attention because when it stops, it'll show you the whole system. It's a whole system. like the sun that we see way out there got all of these planets. That thing has its own planets, and Nibiru is one of them. Yeah, Nibiru, look it up. The Anunnaki. I had to have heard of them. Anunnaki. See that orange color? Yeah, this thing comes through here like it's on a regular rotation, but of like crazy 3,000 years or something crazy like that. But every time it comes through, it's knocking over planets like Uranus, Mars. Oh, any of them planets that's at a tilt or spinning the wrong way.
And finally, it is important to emphasize just how devastating and utterly bizarre the Earth's weather has become. Climate change is virtually out of control with no signs of subsiding anytime soon. Check out this amazing video footage of the floods that have wreaked havoc on northern Italy in the wake of torrential rain in November. This comes just 2 weeks after Italian scientists warned that climate change has put much of the country at risk of flooding.
The force of water. Kind of feels like Noah's Ark a little bit. In the Bible. Read your Bible. So you gotta be ready for stuff like this. Prepare yourself. Yes, prepare yourself.
Pressure is building with the tectonic plates, and seismic activity is picking up pace, with another large quake registering 7 striking Central America on November 24th, just days after a massive earthquake devastated a portion of New Zealand. Snow falling in Tokyo on November 24th. It is the first time since records began in 1875 that snow has been observed accumulating on the ground in central Tokyo in November. And how about this rare twister moving across the desert in Saudi Arabia on November 23rd?
Stuff like that. But it's on a different level now, different level. Hurricanes and crap.
On the same day, this magnificent fireball exploded over the skies of Florida.
I tell you, pay attention, folks, pay attention. Look at that. Lighting up the whole sky. It's the end of times, y'all. The end of times. Well, yep, well, that's my time, folks. Be safe, be prepared. I'm Craig Baltimore with Craig Baltimore Reviews. I'm reacting to Nemesis, which is supposed to be our second star, which was, I told you in the beginning, was the son of man in the Bible. It's the sun that heats this planet, the closer it gets, the more everything's catching on fire. A lot of things, paying attention to the planet be wobbling, knocking us out of our orbit sometimes, leaving, tilting us out of the oxygen at the top of you. Like, wow, all the birds and stuff falling out of the sky. I could talk about this forever, but do your research and find out. Wormwood, remember that, it's in the Bible. There appeared a star. Yep, there is another star. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Press that like button and join my station, please, because I plan to have some good information. Later.